In the spring of 2022, we bought a remote wilderness island, sight unseen, on a lake in British Columbia. We drove across the country to pick up an old barge, and now we're building a homestead.
Okay, this is ugly. This is kind of what we thought might happen. Oh no.
It isn't always easy, but the rewards outweigh the trials.
We're super excited! Woo! He's gonna turn the lights on for the first time.
And this is really living.
Coming up on this episode.
Okay, these are so heavy.
These are heavy.
Terribly heavy. I remember all the things he broke last year.
Yeah. We have a situation here where we're leaving and there's water in the boat. So I'm going to take it for a quick spin, see if I can get the water out of the boat.
So he's got a bit of a different way of doing this.
You know, one good thing about a road like this is when you buy paint, you don't have to have it shaken. Just put it on the back of the truck. Look at you. There's a handsome fellow. He looks like you rubbed a balloon on your head. All your hairs are sticking straight out. Huh. It worked. So what happened was my forks are not working right now. So I had to rig something up to haul the fuel tank because the forks would not come in. The reason the forks wouldn't come in is because I couldn't get that other hydraulic line onto that coupling there. For some reason I took my big wrench out of the Kubota. I don't know why, but I'm gonna have to look for it and find it. I'm gonna have to let pressure out of that line to hook this up. I don't know why it does that sometimes, but nothing I could do would enable me to connect that coupling. I tried dumping the reserve, I tried doing floats, I tried everything. It just would not go in. So I know if I take the extra pressure off the line by unscrewing it and letting a few drops of hydraulic fluid out, that should let me connect it again. But can't do that, so I'm doing the next best thing. Well, it's the beginning of the year and I have to take that pile of batteries and put half of them in this rack. And I'm just making this rack more portable, so I added a little bit more flooring. That way I can move it over and give us a better angle to put the batteries in, because the more room the better, right? These batteries are super heavy and I'm gonna hope that they'll go in without a hitch. I start at the bottom, work my way up.
Well, I can help. I can help with you.
I know.
Do half of them.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna see what I can do myself, see if it's possible. If not, then we'll do it together. But I just remember last time we tried it, it's so tight in here.
Yeah, it is hard, but wow.
Yeah, so I'm just going to...
This has gotten a bit, it's had a bit of trouble, eh?
Yeah, it's from leaning on it and stepping on it and stuff. But we can fix it up. Honestly, it's done remarkably well, considering the harshness of the winter.
It really has.
It's not sided or anything. Right?
Yeah, it's true. So this is command central for all of our solar right now, all of our power, everything that happens on the property that needs power in any way really comes from here. So we've been running on a generator for the last day since we've arrived, and we would love to be able to power up everything else, put the hot water back in, that kind of thing.
The issue is we have to do things in order. So power has to be first. Then when that happens, I disconnect the generator cable and I attach it to our water pump, which is at the end of this big long thing here.
Right.
I'm just trying to sweep out the dirt here, give us a clean place to start, and then I'll unwrap the batteries, start putting them in.
Yeah, I just noticed something here. This is insulation for, is this the bottom of the cabin right here?
That was part of it. We were going to double that up.
Double it up, really?
Yeah. Put 2 layers of it.
Oh, wow. Oh, I can't wait till that happens.
Me neither.
I cannot wait because that floor is really, really chilly.
Especially later in the year.
Yeah, for sure. In the winter, we couldn't survive without it. Okay, good enough.
All right, sweets. Okay, here we go. Gonna unwrap these batteries. This was the wrap job to get him here safely.
You just never want to help, do you? Anytime there's work, that's her. Heading out, huh?
She not helping?
What are you gonna do, lie in the sand? Aw. She just casually kind of runs by like she's hoping we don't notice her.
But she expects us to feed her.
Those are good to keep, eh?
That's exactly it. Look here, honey. See in between?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
That's the way to stack them.
That's the way to stack them. So I want to start with number 6.
Oh, you've got them numbered too.
Yeah.
Okay, these are so heavy.
These are heavy.
Terribly heavy. I remember all the things he broke last year.
Yeah. I'm really remembering them now.
Well, that was done quite dignified, actually. Is that number 2?
It's number 5.
How do you know?
Because it's got a 5 on it.
And so it goes.
So this happened while we were away. I have no explanation for what's going on here. None. Like, did a bear come and try to do a chin up on the wire? I mean, it would have been a really, really tall bear. Because I'm going to hang that thing back up. I have to go buy some more clips, I guess. And maybe a new box. I'm going to see if I can salvage that one. But I don't know. It's a mystery. So that happened this winter.
What's happening, honey? Whoa, guess what? Why don't you refresh? Maybe it'll hit 40.
No way.
What?
We literally... Wow.
That's it, honey.
That's it.
Hey, honey.
Yeah.
You hit me one time. There we go.
This
There it
is
is, 40. 40-01. Can you believe it? That's unreal.
Thank you to all our subscribers. We appreciate you very much.
So we're on our way?
Yeah.
Okay. What are we doing?
We're going to go get some parts to fix some stuff, right?
Right.
Okay. That's what we're going to do.
One of the things that happened when we got here was that we put water away at the end of the season when Ryan got hurt. We put them in the shower and we thought that they'd be able to make the winter. I do not know why we thought that, but we did. And it turns out that they all burst into the shower, which was good that we actually thought of that. But when we were at the home base, I was thinking to myself, what if we don't have enough water? What if something's happened? So I bought an additional jug of water until we can get our water up and running again here. And that jug of water actually got somehow punctured and all the water came out. So we have been here for 3 days and we don't have any water. So we have to make the long trek into town and pick up some water and get a couple of other parts. And then we'll be back here shortly. So we'll take you along for the trip into town. We've got the generator going right now because the sun hasn't really come out to shine since we've gotten here. So we actually ran out of solar power. That's what happens, but it's starting to get a little bit brighter right now. So that's good. And we're gonna go over to the boat and we're all going for a ride over the bumpity logging road. So at the end of the season, I was pretty sure that I'd left quite a few coats here because I get really chilly. And it turns out I have. That's good news. Turns out I've got coats that I can wear. And I think the one I'm gonna wear is gonna be the Norwood one today for warmth. What do you think, Opal? You've got a coat on. So I do have a raincoat on, but I just get so chilly. So I've got a life jacket, I've got a rain jacket, a hoodie, another coat, and I should be good to go. It's actually pretty cold up here right now still. Vancouver Island is toasty warm. It's been a pretty warm winter. Here it's a bit chilly, so I'm gonna be warm right now. We have a lot of cleanup to do. But that's all part of the fun of this. At least in my mind, I don't mind it. Mosquito magnets ready to go for the season. All nice and clean, all good to go. And believe me, I have missed this over the last couple days. They are just starting to come out now, and it is not pretty. Let's go take a look at what else we've got here. We've got the picnic table that needs to be set up, and we have our 4 Adirondacks, which will go out by the lake right here. I've put up a couple of our lights already, and the lake is really still. There are little tiny raindrops on it right at the moment, but I think it'll be okay. I've also started putting lights up along the pathway to the little shed rooms, and I've got about 4 up, but I want to get a whole bunch more. And look at that. How pretty. I'm not sure what kind of a bird that is. It's so lovely. Anyways, someone's calling me.
Yeah, okay.
And so we've got to get ready to go.
Oh, we have a situation here where we're leaving and there's water in the boat. So I'm going to take it for a quick spin, see if I can get the water out of the boat.
So he's got a bit of a different way of doing this.
Just in case, huh?
Our little 12-foot skiff has served us quite well so far, but it is a bit small for a lake this big. We've had a few sketchy moments on this body of water, which has us now looking for a larger boat.
Uh-oh. There's a whole lot of smoke coming out of there.
No, it's okay, honey. It's just extra gas in it.
Oh no.
Yeah. I just let the bow line off. Throw it into the bow, please.
Oh no. Oh dear.
It'll be all right. We'll see.
He feels that if he takes the plug out and goes really fast, the water will drain out. But I have such a bad feeling about this. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Instead, I think it might be having the opposite effect. Oh no. It's a good idea that he put his life jacket on. Oh no, the front is going up and down. Somebody on the channel told us this is a good way to drain the boat of any water. Oh, we have to be really careful about the things we listen to, I think. But I mean, it looks as though he's doing okay. One never really knows is the thing. He is really going past now. I just think he's enjoying this, and I think maybe he's forgotten why he's out there. Opal, are you worried? I think she's a bit worried. Did it work? I was gonna,
Okay. You want to just hold on to that rope, honey? So the bow doesn't go away from you? Okay. So what I did is I went out on plane, and there was so much water in the boat that it barely got on plane. But you see that, you see the seacock here, this thing? I took it out while underway. And what that does, it creates a vacuum and sucks all the water out from here. Goes right out there. And then before I slowed down, I put the seacock back in. So it worked a treat. Throw it in here.
got new gloves this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I had another pair. I found the backup pair.
Oh, good. Okay. Would you like to get in the boat, Opal?
Come on.
Get in the boat. Opal, we're not going to do this today.
Come on, get in the boat.
Come on, let's go. I think she thinks I'm not going. I'll go. I'll go first.
While that was all happening,
Your good one?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Guess I should have wore the old one.
Let me see. Your hat fell in the water just now?
Well, when I was out there doing my thing, yeah. Yeah, it did. But I got it. Yeah, holding on to that till she goes in.
You want to come in the boat? Come in the boat, honey.
We're just heading out for a simple supply run. And yes, we've said that before. Somehow, these little trips always turn into a full-scale expedition, complete with last-minute lists, mystery noises from the trailer, and at least one forgotten item that we'll remember halfway across the lake. But that's the charm of it all. Life out here teaches you to laugh at the small things, roll with the surprises, and celebrate the victories. The adventure doesn't stop when we leave the island. It just trades the wilderness for parking lots and pallets.
What you got there, Huddy?
Dragon fruit.
They look like weird fish.
Aren't they neat?
They look like puffer fish or dragon fish, or
They're dragon fruit.
they look like dragons.
So neat, aren't they? They're
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do with those?
Serve them up for dinner to somebody who loves them.
So that'd be you?
Wow, did we ever get a big load of water and a big load of diesel and gas, and we are heading back to the island. So we got a couple of things at a grocery store, and we didn't go all the full 3.5 hours to the center that we normally go to, but at least now we have enough provisions to stay there for quite a while. So we're off again, and we're going to try and get all of these groceries and the water and the fuel into the tiny little boat and see if we can make it across safely.
Oh boy, you got your quills out, eh? Whoa! Don't you be shooting those out at me. He's got his back up. He's getting ready to shoot me. Interesting. I don't want one of those in my eye. I don't know how they work. Do they shoot straight out? Hey, look down here. Yeah, down here. Come on. Not gonna eat you. I hear you're good eating though, but I'm not gonna eat you. Oh, no, it's all right. You don't be scared. I'm not gonna. Wow. Interesting. Look at you. You're a handsome fellow. It looks like you rubbed a balloon on your head. All your hairs are sticking straight out. I think you're a fella. All right. Okay. Turn your back on me, hey? All right, I'm gone. Bye-bye. You know, one good thing about a road like this is when you buy paint, you don't have to have it shaken. Just put it on the back of the truck. It's unreal, eh?
Or if you want a good milkshake,
That's right.
just fill up your cup with a little milk and ice. You got a real smooth shake.
This road is just crazy nuts.
Oh,
It's unreal. Like, look at that.
It always starts with a simple supply run. Yes, simple. But somehow it ends with a floating mountain of boxes, bins, and one or two mystery items that we don't remember buying. The adventure doesn't end when we reach the island. In fact, that's when the real workout begins. Every box, barrel, and bag has to make the journey from barge to shore, usually up the hill, and somehow always against the wind. But it's a satisfying kind of tired. The kind that says, we did it! Each supply run brings new ideas, new tools, and a fresh sense of possibility. We laugh, we trip over ropes, and at least once someone yells, who packed this thing so heavy? But by the end, we're surrounded by projects waiting to begin and the peace of being back where we belong.
Come on, let's go. Let's go on the barge. Come on. Coming? Ah, that girl. Come on. Go to the barge.
Opal and I are going to head over to pick up the truck from the public boat ramp. But first, I'll have to unload the barge. Pepper's fuel tank and the material for the scaffolding need to come off before I can head out. Rather than buying metal scaffolding, I decided to pick up material to make it myself. The ground around the cabin undulates wildly and is not even close to being level. So using metal scaffolding that is designed to sit on a flat and stable surface will not really work for me. I need to adapt a scaffold for each use, which will require custom fabrication of the supporting structure, the decking, and the bracing. For this, wood works great. Okay, as soon as I can get this scaffolding material neatly stacked and out of the way, Pepper will then quickly come in and offload his fuel tank.
And that's where it ended up. And look how soft the dirt is. Isn't that unreal? That's where we're going to be building our new cabin. Right here.
Now we can finally untie and get underway. I will work the ramps while Opal will man the helm and take us out. These blue ropes here, they are super strong. The winds here can be extremely ferocious, but these dock lines have no trouble securing the barge to the shore. We have the skiff tied to the barge just in case we need to make a self-rescue while underway. It gives us peace of mind to know that if the barge motor quits, or worse, let's say the barge starts taking on water, that we can jump into the skiff and make our way safely to shore. If you look closely, you can see there is slack in those winch straps that hold up the ramps at the front of the barge. I'm using chains to hold up the ramps. This is a safety measure should the straps ever break or the winch otherwise let go. These safety chains stop the ramps from falling under the front of the barge while underway, which would be a very bad thing. These are the days when I wish the barge had an enclosed cockpit. The thing about this lake, though, is the weather can change very quickly. Now the barge can handle wind and waves much better than the skiff, but even so, I'll head closer to shore just in case conditions worsen. And should that happen, I'll find a safe place to tie up and wait this out.
Oh boy. Ryan's just gone to get the truck with the barge. And it's hailing. Oh my goodness. We're just preparing, we're unpacking. And looks like a snowstorm. Poor guy. Oh no.
Gross! This is gross!
Hey guys, that's a quick girl. That's a quick girl. Hey, you quick girl.
Just off to the left is the deepwater boat ramp. We call it our deepwater port. It's about halfway between our cabin and the main public boat ramp, which is another couple of kilometers down the lake. I've just docked here at the public ramp now, and I'll tell you something, that deepwater boat ramp has got us out of a jam a few times. At this time of year, early in the season, the lake level is high enough that we can bring the barge into this bay and onto this public boat ramp. But when the lake level fully ebbs, there's no way our barge can make it here to this public boat ramp. We've actually learned this the hard way. So in that case, we have to drive a few more kilometers and through the bush to reach the deep water port. And believe me when I tell you, that trip through the bush is hard on the truck, but it's harder on my nerves. So from the public boat ramp, the barge trip to the island takes anywhere from 40 to 50 minutes, depending on the wind and the weight of the load. A fully loaded barge sits much lower in the water and travels noticeably slower. In fact, we've had the barge loaded so heavy at times that the whole front of the barge was underwater while we were making our way to the island. If I wasn't careful, I would have been operating a submarine. But all I had to do was slow down, and then the front of the barge popped up out of the water again. That was a bit of a sketchy situation, but it was a good lesson. If your barge is heavy, go slow. Docking safely at the island is always a relief. And the first thing I do when I land is tie off the barge. That way, it can't get away from me. Sometimes it goes pretty well, but this is not one of those times. It seems that the wind started pushing the barge around before I got the lines on properly. So, I'll have to try again and take another run at it. Once I've wiggled the barge into its final position, I make sure the dock lines fit properly, and then I lower the ramps. When docking, I have to raise the ramps a little first with the winch straps to create some slack in the chains. This enables me to let out more chain, which allows the ramps to lower far enough to contact the shore with all their weight. Those big heavy ramps really help secure the barge and keep it from moving. Backing the truck off the barge is always a little bit of a challenge. The clearance to the air dam of the truck is quite tight, and I really don't want to scrape it on those rough metal ramps. Everything has been transferred to the island, and now the truck is safely here too. Tomorrow, we can begin unpacking and setting up the island for our new season. We have so much planned for this year, and we just can't wait to get started.
In this episode, we talked about the time that we learned the hard way about the shallow boat launch.
Melody had to actually get into the water to navigate the barge through the shallows.
It didn't go as planned, and we had to turn around and go to the deep water boat launch about 25 minutes away.
We invite you to check that all out in this episode.
Remember to binge watch our playlist from the very beginning so you can get the full My Wild Home experience.